Now, if you wanted a hands-on experience before you went ahead and pre-ordered MLB The Show 23, the tech test is here just in time for you. So the 15th, we don't know at what time exactly just yet. You'll be able to download the tech test, and it ends the 21st. So you'll have roughly around 6 days to go ahead and get yourself experience with MLB The Show 23 and decide for yourself whether or not the game is worth purchasing or at least pre-ordering at the minimum. Now, if you're wondering whether or not you have to go to a specific website to sign up for it, you absolutely do not have to. It is going to be available across all platforms, meaning it doesn't matter if you have the PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox Series S, X, Xbox One, or the Nintendo Switch. All you have to do is go to the respective game store. So for example, PlayStation, you go to the PlayStation Store. The 15th, you look up MLB The Show, and more than likely you will see a tech test version of the game available, and it's going to be free. All you have to do is download it, and then once it's completed, you'll be able to hop in and play some MLB The Show 23 early. Now, one thing I have to let you all know is do not think you're getting the full game. This is like a small demo. You're only getting certain online game modes, and I'm not sure if we got offline game modes because I only play online game modes during the tech test. But if there are offline game modes, it's only a select few offline game modes as well. Now, this is something that is crucial for all the content creators. You are allowed this year to stream the tech test, meaning you can go on Twitch, you can go on TikTok, YouTube, Kick, whatever streaming platform it is you stream on, and you can make content during the tech test. You can also upload it on YouTube and make YouTube videos about the tech test as well, because if you are allowed to stream it, you're also allowed to go ahead and upload it on YouTube. So that is a humongous W for any content creator. You're also allowed to post screenshots anywhere as well. And if you want to go ahead and post feedback specifically for the developers to go ahead and take it into consideration, you need to go to theshow.com. At theshow.com, there are forums, and there are going to be forums specifically designed for the tech test. Inside these forums, you're going to go ahead and say, hey, I think the pitch speeds are too fast, for example, or I think the hitting is not rewarding enough as it should be, or hey, you guys have done a great job with the pitch speeds, and you guys have done a great job revamping, let's say, for example, the hitting engine, and this game feels amazing. Don't change anything. I can't wait to play it on launch or early access. Now, if you could do me a solid, please smash that like button, rest subscribe button, and turn on the notifications if you don't want to miss another upload. We also stream on Twitch. It's inside the description, as long with my other social media links where I go ahead and give you guys updates as well as tweet out about my personal life. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out in the description and support me in any way you possibly can if you'd like to. Now, if you've never played any tech test before for MLB The Show, you're gonna get unlimited packs. So this is a great time to go ahead and see what live series diamonds, even though it is not final, will most likely be diamonds. That way you can get an early head start on investments into golds to diamonds that you think will get an early bump, let's say early in the season, because they'll play above average. But nonetheless, since it's unlimited packs, you'll be able to try out a great variety of teams, let's say for example, and see whether bunt cheese works, whether speedsters works, whether great fielding works, at a position fielding. Like, I want you guys to go ahead and test all of it and then give all the feedback you possibly can, because that only allows the game to be built better. And like I said previously, only a select amount of game modes will be available. So it most likely will be Battle Royale available. Co-op most likely will be available because they are still working on that and finalizing it, so it can be a great game mode hopefully for MLB The Show 23. And then events is most likely going to be available as well. I highly doubt that ranked seasons would be available inside this tech test, but I can never rule anything with MLB The Show 23 out, or MLB The Show in general. Offline game modes, I'm positive it'll be only exhibition. Highly doubt they'll let you get into franchise March to October or anything else along those lines. Newest legend to MLB The Show 23 is going to be Ian Kinsler. And before you put your head down and say this is not a good legend, let me tell you that Ian Kinsler inside MLB The Show is actually a cheat code that plays above his attributes. Why? Because he has a great swing. So if they keep the same swing that he had in previous versions of the game and they bring it into MLB The Show 23, he's like a slapstick short to the ball hitter that just lifts it up, something like Jeter in a way. But obviously Ian Kinsler should have a lot more power than Jeter, and second basemen usually aren't positions that have a great amount of diamonds that are high value, so Ian Kinsler should go ahead and help minimize that void as well. Tomorrow the 14th, on Valentine's Day, we're going to also be getting a feature premiere at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. And what happens during a feature premiere? They go over pitching, hitting, and fielding, and I have some bullet points on what they could be possibly talking about. Pitching wise, they could be talking about a pinpoint update, making, let's say, pinpoint easier for certain pitches, so you don't have to go ahead and make a whole painting. Let's say, for example, PAR updates. You don't know what PAR is? It's basically the perfect area region. You see when you use pinpoint and there is a big circle surrounding the ball, sometimes it enlarges, sometimes it gets smaller depending on the confidence, stamina, and the pitch type. Maybe they're going to go ahead and update that as well. Maybe they make it smaller, or maybe they make it bigger, or maybe they go ahead and change the mechanic overall to make it easier to locate pitches, because a lot of people complained that despite getting perfects with the ball inside the PAR, it would go ahead and fly somewhere completely unwanted. And then last but not least, we could be getting an outlier perk update in tomorrow's feature premiere in terms of gameplay. Will pitchers still be able to throw 103 miles per hour fastballs that you have to swing before the pitcher releases the ball from his hands? That might be an enormous change in MLB The Show 23 if they go down and limit the amount of times the outlier perk can be used inside a game by a pitcher, or if they take it out completely from the game. Hitting wise, there are two updates that I think could be talked about, and an update that I believe the community has been talking about forever now, and it's the PCI sensitivity update. People want to go ahead and put the PCI at a sensitivity that they feel comfortable with. They don't like the PCI sensitivity at a locked number for all the players. Why? Because some people have slower reactions than and then others have faster reactions. It's all about the reflex of your thumb, baby. So if you're able to, let's say, compensate for having a slow reaction by allowing your sensitivity to increase, then you go ahead and even the playing field just a little bit. And if you have super quick reflexes and you want to go ahead and even the playing field a little bit because you're always over the ball or under the ball, then you can slow down your PCI sensitivity. That way you also compensate for having the faster reflexes. Another thing that they could go ahead and talk to us about in this feature premiere for gameplay is the area of reach for the PCI. So if you guys did not know, before the PCI couldn't branch out to the corners of the strike zones. That's why people would always try to throw the ball to the corners of the strike zones. Now the PCI does go ahead and reach those angles, and people have said that ever since that update came about, the game has actually been playing worse. So they might go ahead and fix it so it won't be able to reach, or they might change the way the PCI just has the area of cover so it can go ahead and reach those spots without making the game a lot worse in terms of hitting. Last but not least, in terms of fielding, there's not much they can change in my opinion. The only thing we could be getting is animations. I mean, with button accuracy, they've already acknowledged everything we would want acknowledged. They give you a perfect area for throws to home, the cutoff men, and then you don't need a perfect area when it comes to throws to any base in terms of a ground ball in the infield, because you do have a decent green area to go ahead and get those throws done. So it's just animations, in my opinion, that they would be bringing there. Now, if you enjoyed today's content, please make sure to hit that like button, red subscribe button for more content, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another episode, video, whatever you want to call this. Also, inside the description, I have links to my social medias as well as my Twitch, where I stream daily MLB The Show content, so make sure you go ahead and stop by. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.